I've been getting along of the versus videos. I never thought about this one's complete. They have this one's of only barely. Mostly if I want to compare the videos, mostly if I want to compare lists and my excursion when I had to use what the views for the Queen of the Fleets, mostly it was completely comparing. Many times about this ones. Then I was to have the versus the Queen of the Fleet. I have to press it to you. Union Pacific 844 versus Chesapeake and Ohio 614. Union Pacific 844 is a 484 class FES-3 built in United States in Wyoming, California, and Idaho and Colorado. It pulled passenger trains over the Wyoming, Idaho, California, and Colorado. Mostly if I want to compare the versus videos, I never knows about the FES-3. Only I had looks like a good versus ever since. Chesapeake in Ohio 614 is a 484 class J33 green barrier built in the United States in West Virginia and Ohio. It pulled passenger trains, mostly if I want to comparing. Then I had to look like it for me. And it's time for the users for my had to go excursions. Many on the surface display. First we compare the physical attributes. 614 is operating as a wheels strike up effort, and 844 was again for a wheel strike up effort. 614 gets the edge of this physical attributes. 614 has a 40 tons total, and 844 was again from this 80 tons total. Then I had the recordings, and in this time, the many of the excursions when I had the number of the board. Now we compare the fuel economy and ease of maintenance. 614 has an operating pressure VSI, and 844 was an operating pressure VSI. 614 uses coal, and 844 uses oil. The many of the uses for my excursions, many of times, then I had to use it for my for my experiences, for my expense I had to feed. If the 844 was getting for my excursions, then I had to look like from the related. This funny was a fuel for the service. Then the 614 was getting from the edge of the physical attributes to the 844. 614 has made it from the operator was look like it for this ones to 844 was getting for this service. Then I haven't heard about the 614 was getting from the edge of this one's operation. And now the verdict. 844 was for the edge of this ones. Then I had to use this for my excursion with this one's 4 periods of time. The 844 was getting for the edge and the same time so very good excursions. And I had to use this for that I had to feed. 614 has made it for this one so it looked like it for me this time. And I had to declare Chesapeake and Ohio 614 the winner. It was the make of the 844 has made it for the excursions what looks like the 614. I hope you all enjoyed this video. This is 844 Steam Train. Take care.